This is the new DeWalt Grabo. It's fairly new. It's really new to me. I've had it for a couple of months now. Had a chance to put it through its paces in the shop. The Grabo is simply a powered suction device. No different than this one that I've had for a couple of decades. I use this one, I've got a pair of these, and use these for mirrors, shower glass doors, countertop. You put this on your material and you pump this until it goes all the way down. It won't do it in this case, and I'll explain that in just a minute. Once this was in far enough and that red line was gone, then there was enough suction for me to trust it to grab to lift. This only works on non-porous materials. Even stone countertops, they have to be polished and smooth. If they're porous, then this won't grab on because it has to seal. So I never use these for carrying plywood or any kind of materials like that. I saw the Grabo lifter years ago. Now, not the DeWalt. Grabo is actually a brand. They make the Grabo tool, which looks a lot like this. Unfortunately, it has its own battery system, and I am very committed to having just 2 battery systems in the Smart Wood Shop. As much as I like the Grabo, I tested it and actually found out that it did everything this would do, which I had decades of experience with, except it also worked on porous materials like this plywood, whereas this one won't work at all on this plywood. So I really wanted to get one, but again, the battery thing was just a non-starter. DeWalt, I'm assuming they're using the Grabo name and the Grabo technology, so I'm assuming they've licensed it. As soon as I saw that, I knew that I'd be picking up one of these. Now that I've had a little time to use this one, I am impressed with it, so I'll probably pick up a second one. There's a couple of times where I've wanted to have 2 grab, the way I have double with this. And also, if I'm in a situation and somebody else is around and I can get a little help, particularly like if I'm doing some stone countertops or something that's real heavy, where obviously I'm not going to be lifting that by myself, I would like to have a second one. And also, if one is having problems, then I'll have the backup so I can keep moving while I get the other one cleaned up or worked on or whatever I need to do. I'm not going to spend any time saying this is better than or the Grabo version is better than. That's for somebody else to do. I don't have any experience with the brand itself. The DeWalt Grabo lifter is pretty impressive in what it can do. It actually is printed right on the front of the tool itself. Its ability to lift in this direction, and that gives me 132 pounds, 60 kilograms. Lifting straight up, it's actually more, so that's in this direction, 265 pounds or 120 kilograms. Since I work solo and I'm primarily a plywood shop, managing plywood is a big deal. I lift, every single piece of plywood gets lifted by me multiple times. When it is delivered, I offload it from the truck. When it's in the shop, I move it around. I built that panel cart, which is heavy duty, has big wheels on it, and it rotates 360. I can move that all around the shop. So when I am working on plywood, a plywood project, and I need lots of plywood, then I simply would move that closer to my work area so that I'm not carrying each piece that distance, but I was still reaching down and lifting and then coming to this bench, even though it's only a couple of feet, and putting it on. Just that little lifting motion, this makes a huge difference. Instead of being stuck with putting my hand to the bottom of the plywood, lifting it a little bit and getting my hand on, I can put a handle wherever I need it. The single placement for me is somewhere in there if this is the bottom, because then where I carry it and then this hand goes on there, so it's very convenient. And then when I come up to the bench, I'm low enough to lift it up and then kind of lower it down. It actually helps me be a little more gentle. For that one purpose, just moving plywood, this tool makes all kind of sense and it's well worth the cost that I paid to purchase it. But there is other work that I would love to have this for. These did not work for at all. Setting big tiles or big pavers. Putting this onto those, and with that capacity, 265 pounds, that would give me the ability to do some fairly large tiles when you're trying to set them, or trying to lift them a little bit. If you'd like to build a smart bench, a smart station, a smart cart, what both of these are mounted on, which makes them mobile, or any of the other smart tools that work with the smart system, for the Smart Woodshop itself, there is a link for plans for all of these, individually or packages. If you purchase a set, within minutes, you'll get an email from us, and in that email, you'll find a link. Click on that link, and you can download the plans or packages of plans instantaneously, 24/7, 365. The tool itself is pretty straightforward. It's a DeWalt 20 volt, so it works on any of the DeWalt batteries in that 20 volt or flex volt system. And it's a bare tool, so it doesn't come with any batteries or charger or anything like that. It does come with this kind of protection plate, so when you're storing it, or if you're just sitting it around on the job, you can use this, and that protects the seal, because obviously if the seal gets damaged, it would have to be replaced. It does come with these rings and these little filters. These pop out, and there's a little filter in there, and you can change those. I don't know how often you have to do it. And then this outside seal, seems like they would kind of include one of these. I'm gonna go ahead and order one so I'll have a backup. They're about, I think I found them for about $30. There's a lot to them. They're pretty heavy. They're not just a little piece of foam, but they're obviously pretty easy to get in and out. There's another piece of foam in here that I don't think you need to replace. If you do, not very often. This one, I'm definitely gonna have at least one backup, so that if I'm on a job doing something and this starts to leak, I can replace it. There's also these 4 anchors, 2 on each side. I have seen with the Grabo version, some aftermarket companies making all kind of tools that can connect to those. Now, I don't know if these are in the exact same place as the Grabo, so I don't know if those Grabo, third-party Grabo accessories will work on this or not. The tool itself is a pretty clean design. It's hard to make any mistakes with it. Essentially, install your battery. This is the switch to turn it on. And then it's got a display. It shows you your battery. And in fact, this one's full. And then it shows the readout, and this is in bar and in PSI. It's a matter of just pushing the green button and it does its job. So it's not getting a tight seal here. I mean, it'll work. It's at 11.7 PSI. I think it's 12. And it'll shut off. And then if it starts to lose some of its suction, it will automatically turn back on to keep it what it needs to be. And in my case, when I carry the plywood, most of the time on this plywood, maybe this is more porous, but it typically runs the whole time. Occasionally it'll go off and hold, but then it'll come back on fairly quickly. What DeWalt did that I very much appreciate is they've set this up so I can't accidentally bump the switch and have the suction lost while I'm in the middle of an operation. You can see if I were holding something heavy, a piece of stone or tile, and it were up and this thing let go, then it could fall, hurt me, hurt somebody, or break. It's a 2-button operation to get this thing to turn off. So once it's on, and it's got its suction, if I hit the on-off button, it stops adding more suction, and it does start to drop down, but it's also warning me that it's that, but it's not instantaneous. So once I turn it off, I can't pull it loose, but now I can push this button and I have to push up and down and then it's loose. So again, I can't be carrying it and accidentally bump the off and on button and have it just drop. This is one of those behind the scene tools. I don't think about it. It's not a lot of fun like a track saw or a router. But now that it's been integrated into my workflow and proven to me how nice it is for moving plywood around, something I do a lot of, this is one of those tools that I'm going to keep in the quiver, and again, probably even add a second one. If you like this kind of video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss any of the videos that we put up here at the Smart Wood Shop, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell. Mahalo for hanging out with me in the Smart Wood Shop.